Hi, I watched Be My Favorite and here's my review. Kawi, a man who thinks he wasted his life, gets his hands on an object that allows him to go back into the past. So what happens when you have a lot of regrets in your life and you go back in time to make things better? Honestly, this is a plot I can really relate to. If I could go back into the past, I would want to change so many things. And like Kawi, it would probably not work all the time. Things would be even more messed up, probably. But it's nice to see such a drama where I can really relate to the plot. Because of that, I like how we see Kawi in the past, if I can say, trying a lot of things and being a lot more open, trying to be more with people, trying to make more friends, trying things he never did before and probably would never have thought doing, for example, singing in front of everyone. So he really tries to better his life. And so I really enjoy that because sometimes when I think about it, I think, yeah, if I could go back into the past, I would change so many things. But would I really be able to change that many things about myself? Would I be able to really change a lot of things because I'm still who I am at the end of the day? So I really like that they show Kawi making really an effort to change things. Because of that, this is also a drama with a lot of messages, very positive messages, be it about love, friendship, relationships, life, the meaning of life as well. A lot of things, and it's really enjoyable. For some of them, it's nice little reminders. For some of them, it's more obvious or more common, so it can feel a bit cliche, but all of them are still nice reminder to have from time to time. Now, concerning the romance, and I actually just realized that we don't have a secondary couple in this drama. It's quite rare to have a romance with no secondary couple, but I think I can understand why we don't have any, because the romance going on is so messy, everyone liking everyone, it's a huge mess. So I can understand there is no side couple. And the romance is where I was a bit disappointed in this drama. So the thing is, I really like their relationship when they get together, when they finally get together. I really enjoy it so much. I love the montage we get as the time passes and they still are together and have this great relationship together at the end. I really enjoy that so much. I really love their relationship. I think they are very cute together, honestly. Both actors have a very great chemistry together, so it's really on point. I really enjoyed that so much. However, I have to admit that I was almost halfway through the drama and I was still wondering when Kawi was going to fall for Pisang. First of all, I'm used of having my romances, seeing their couples start in the middle of the drama approximately, so arriving at the middle and still wondering when he was going to fall for Pisang was unsettling, I can say. I'm not really used to it, but at the same time, I'm used to having slow burns, so yeah, I didn't really enjoy it, but at the same time, it was not too uncommon. But I was still wondering when he was going to fall for him, because I think the main problem in this case is that he still claimed that he loved Per. And for me, I don't really like this kind of thing when we have one character supposedly liking one character, so in this case Kawi liking Per, and you have to transition from him liking this person, so Per, from liking the other person, Pisang. I don't really like that, because for me it has to take a little time, and in this drama they don't do it very well in my opinion. For me, they didn't show enough of Kawi falling for Pisang. We have some hints, if I can say, here and there, because Kawi kisses Pisang actually a few times when he still claims that he loves Per. But for me, it's not enough. It doesn't show me enough that he likes Pisang. Sure, it's a big clue, but yeah, it's not just showing enough of his emotions and maybe an internal conflict he could be having at this moment. I was really expecting something like this, and it's not really the case. It comes kind of out of nowhere in the end, that Student Lee, he says, no, I actually don't like pear, I like pisang. And you're like, okay. That was very quick, that was very out of nowhere, so this I didn't really like it, and it's a shame because at first I was really into the drama, I was really into it, because the acting is really great, I like the plot idea, the production is really great as well, but I'm getting used to it with GMMTV, I'm expecting great things now. So I was really into it at first, but towards the middle, I started to be a bit less into the drama because it was really moving to nowhere. So it's a bit of a shame, especially since after that, I really enjoy the romance as well. I really enjoy them being together and being so cute together. One little detail I want to mention is that I'm glad that Pisang gets to experience time travel as well. But I'm glad it's actually time travel that doesn't change anything, because I think just like Kawi, that everything they had from that past, the Kawi had kind of created. Everything was just fine, everything was perfect the way they were, they didn't have to change anything. So I'm really glad that it goes into the past, not to change anything, but to actually just experience time travel and be able to talk to Kawi about it and really choosing with him not to change things, even if things are going very bad in the present. This is something I was not expecting, and I really enjoyed that a lot. But with that, this is already all I have to say about Be My Favorite. Overall, I really enjoyed it, but in the middle it was a bit so-so for me. I was not so into it because it was taking a lot of time to change the relationships. So yeah, in the middle, a bit slow for me, but other than that, I really enjoyed everything from the theme to the romance to the acting. So it's a well-rounded drama in my opinion. It's not extraordinary, but it's very good anyway. With that, don't hesitate to tell me your own thoughts about this drama if you liked it. If you didn't, don't hesitate to tell me why. And with this, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!